What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks. And we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks. Cause True Talks, alright? Let's get straight right into it. So you already know, man, last night was obviously, an exciting game. It was playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Well, not playoffs, it was the play-in tournament, the debut of it. And, both games did, the first game was obviously a blowout. Remember, I told y'all even beforehand, I expect Indiana to win. That's more so just, youth, and they don't have no experience at all. And the Pacers, they've been there, done that, been in the playoffs and all that type of stuff. So I expected it to be, I expected them to win. But, with the Celtics and the Wizards, obviously, you have a Westbrook and Beal, and then you have a Tatum and a Kemba. So, obviously I expected it to be more of a closer battle. It was pretty close. It was just near that third quarter, just that third quarter boost that Tatum and Kemba did. Every bucket was both of them. The stars came out to play. You already know Tatum had 50. Tatum, you better rate him, man. It's just funny how they at one point actually thought Pascal was better than Tatum. That shit is laughable, man. That shit is laughable. But anyways, I digress. I don't want to go into that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, like, this is what elite looks like. That when it comes to, like, playoffs, play-in tournament, whatever, anything type of playoff tournament intensity and type of, you need to win, those type of games, like, that's why I say regular season. That shit you see in regular season, because, obviously, mans don't pay attention to detail as much, and the intensity isn't as high. Like, the highest form of intensity is playoff type of basketball, and that's what you saw. That's why it's tougher to score, more one-on-ones, plays get canceled, plays aren't there, mans are there. Like, we've seen it all. Mans no offenses, mans scouted you, mans did research, mans, they prepped for you, right? Like, they watched film. Like, come on now, like, this people don't understand that when mans know all your plays out, it just comes down to mono ability. It's like you're doing a war, and we scout you. We know what you're gonna do to try and kill us. We know everything you're gonna do is gonna come down to one-on-one battle. Each person, and whoever has the more one-on-one dons and they slap, that's who wins. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, we know where your snipers are. You know where ours are. Like, come on now. Like, it's one-on-one at this point. It's one-on-one on the ground. We fight. And that's what it comes down to. That's what playoff basketball comes down to. And Tatum and Kemba showed what elite looks like. Obviously, you still have screens and you still have back screens. But at the end of the day, the screens that are only useful are the guys that can actually show ability off the screens. If the guys are using screens to try and run to the paint and all that type of shit, most of the times that shit isn't always going to work because we switch. There's schemes around that. But there's no scheme around guys who use screen and they pull up in the gaps. Because now when you step up, it's a hezzy blow-by layup. Like, all that type of stuff. The guys with ability are the ones that are potent. They're the ones that could use sets. They're the ones that could actually use stuff and thrive off of that. But the guys without the ability, all that movement shit, it don't mean nothing if you have no ability. Pass it off, put it to the creator's hand, and he dictates everything. And then if he's killing, then the double comes. Now guys are open. Like, everything's off these creators. And that's what it comes down to. And that's why I said Boston in the playoffs is always like, when you see them in regular season and you see them in playoff time, it's completely different because they have a creator. You know what I'm saying? Creators. They have 3. Jaylen Brown is out. Now they have 2. So they have creators, like all-star, superstar, talent, caliber type of creators. So, obviously, and then Beal's the only basically main creator on that team. So when you look at it, I figured Boston was going to win, but then again, it's a one-game scenario. Tatum might be off, whoever might be off. Anything can happen because it's not like Beal don't have ability, right? So, we're going to go into that context because I give it that context. Let's go straight right into it, boy. There's big bro, little bro. You already know with Beal and Tatum, the 2 St. Louis legends out here. You already know, man. You gotta know that that's what elite looks like, man. Bruh. Game within a game, you gotta pay attention to that. But at the end of the day, they're going to leave it out on the floor and they're going to battle it out. All right? Forney off the screen, off the brush. Okay, see the relocate. Nice. Good pump fake. My goodness. Tatum, you better rate him. That's that boy, man. That's tough. You can't get enough of my bucket. He's like, I got it. Don't worry. I got it. What are we doing? Third quarter, all right? Screen, you already know. My goodness. That's Beal. You know the deal. And one. You know it's real. Come on now. He's tough, man. He's tough. Hey, whoa. He's like, bro, what? Like, and you can see he's complaining. Like, I think the ref sus with how he passed him the ball and they interrupted him. Okay, well, let me go at you. I didn't even know I could do that. He's like, bro, I didn't even know, man, bro. Bruh. Anyways, what we doing here? You can see, look at Kemba coming off the down screen. Then you can see Robert Williams reverses the screen and becomes a back screen now. And then look at the pull up in the gap. That's gotta go. That's beautiful. Boom. Great foot planting. Great IQ. That's what I do. This is the ability. It's tough, man. This league, man. This ability. If you have that type of ability, that elite ability, 3-level score, same thing. But he missed it. Same thing for Beal. Ability to pull up in the gaps, pull up off the screen. That's what makes it tough to guard and makes it be elite come playoff time. Rebound. They got to get back. Good tip, Westbrook. Well, you can see Westbrook mad, though. He's like, come back, man. Let's go. Come on. He's like, come back on defense, y'all. What are y'all doing, man? Come on, y'all. Get your head in the game. Let's go. Okay, see right here, the back screen for Bertans. You see? And on the back screen for Bertans, you see Fournier pre-rotates. Great IQ to dime to the corner by Westbrook. Advanced passing, but look right here. See? Pause. They both make the mistake. Fournier thinks I got to get two. So he kind of goes and then goes back. But Kemba also, as well, is going to the corner. So what happens? Bertans is open, wide open. He's even looking at him, wide open. Just stay there. You have a layup. You have a layup. But no, he drifts away. And he looked at Neto. Neto's like, God, how you going to look at me in my eyepiece and then move? Like, bruh, and then that's a foul. Little things, man. These little things matter come playoff time. They get magnified. You get what I'm saying? All these little things. And then right here, back screen, and see Bertans supposed to switch. Westbrook picks up on his man. He's supposed to stay on Kemba. No, Bertans doesn't. And then look, wide open. My goodness, ability. He's killing me. Softly with this song. Bruh. That boy, man. That boy Kemba, do you remember? Buckets fall like it's November, man. What we talking about? Bro, look at the ability, man. With the left hand, he said I'm the best, man. Get up, nigga. Pull it. Pull it. My goodness. My goodness, boy. Come on. Kemba. What's up, guy? It's his first. He's like, it's his first time being here in the playoff time in this game in the court side. Look at you talking that garbage. I love it. Talking that smack. You already know. Bruh, what are we talking about here, though? You see the screen right here? Okay, you see right here off the screen, and you can see this is why playoff basketball is so different, and people don't understand the attention to detail. You see right here? This is why playoff basketball is so different, man, because the attention to detail, the defensive schemes, everything's at an all-time high, that it makes it tough. It makes it tough, and people don't pay attention to this. Now look at Kemba, right? Kemba right now is perfectly in the middle, and you can see that he's kind of just going to cut off and trying to help, you know, what's going on. He can bump or tag Alex Len as he's the roll into the middle, and that prevents the pass right away. It prevents an open lane, and him doing that now, he's able to do that and stop and help, right, and pay attention to what's going on and be a, you know, kind of like a third or secondary help person. And then he has enough time to get back to Neto, and he's perfectly playing the gap, perfectly shrinking the floor. And this is why stuff is different. Look at Tatum right now doing the exact same thing. You can see it. He's all the way in the paint. You get what I'm saying? Look at it. Same thing. He could bump or stop the roller, tag him, or if he gets it on the roll, cut him off and keep him at bay for a little bit. So it's not an easy roll, not an easy layup. Nothing just easy. Nothing just. That's why one-on-one ability becomes so potent and becomes a necessity in the playoffs. Look at him. His man is Westbrook in the corner, right? You could obviously pay attention to him, but at the end of the day, Westbrook is a non-shooter. Because he's a non-shooter, he can overextend, overgap, overcommit to the help. Because Westbrook is not a shooter, you're not threatened of that pass. And if they are to pass it, you have enough time to get back to Westbrook by the time the skip pass is made. So you're pre-rotating as well, and you're just shrinking the floor. And this is what they do. But attention to detail. You're not just leaving mans on islands. It's the playoffs. Everyone's trying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference that people don't understand, which is why team offense doesn't necessarily work always in the playoffs. It becomes about that one-on-one ability because stuff like this, you get what I'm saying? And that's why it's so different. And look, Fournier as well is in the gap. He's also, everyone's gapping. No one just stuck to their man and sitting there. He's gapping. So if Tatum, for some odd reason, he can't get to Westbrook, Fournier can play and go to Westbrook, then they swing and they rotate. Or he can, fake and then he goes to Bertans. Regardless, he's in between both. And then right there, you kind of help and rotate, recover, and it's now scattered defense, and you cancel their offensive weapon, their offensive game plan, or their offensive play that they just did. This is why ability one-on-one becomes so potent in the playoffs, because that's the way you counter all these things. Look, he makes it not a clean roll. It's a short roll now. He gets back, he recovers in time. And look, now it's mano-a-mano, contact, rebound, D sound. Look at that, great defense. You cancel the whole pick and roll right there by doing a lot of these little things that people don't pay attention to. Right here, see? You got to hit that shot. That's what Beal's got to hit. Now it comes back down to one-on-one ability, pulling in gaps, taking over one-on-one because team defense is there, schemes is there. And then what we doing? See, double because he's potent. And look at this. Open bucket. And then Kemba with the shimmy. Kemba, do you remember? Buckets fall like it's November, even though we in the summer, though. Come on! Yeah, boy. Get amped to look at 12-2 run. See? You got to hit that. They'll live and die by that all day, every day. Because Westbrook is a liability from 3. See, that's why he wasn't able to just run into the paint and, just dominate. Because, again, it's playoff basketball, basically. Right here, you see the switchability? Now we have a Gerber, you better server. We have a baby, and, that's applesauce. That's Gerber. That's a baby in the paint. You can see Tristan Thompson's supposed to be at the high post. Tatum's telling him he should have been there from time. Once he fronts you, you got to get to the high post so it can be a high-low. But look, he struggles to get there. Bad pass. Now he's going to have